Hello guys. Hello guys. Hello. I know my battery's like about 16%, I think. Yeah, let me can I do that? Yeah, it has the battery save thing on. So, what's up guys? What's up? Yeah, as you can tell, this is a new place, you know. Got my TV there, watching wrestling soup and shit. Um, I got my stuff there. I even you know, got some sun chips. I know chips are not really good for you, but we all have that what is it sweet tooth and shit. I guess that's what it's called, right? So have stuff here and shit. So yeah, uh, got the fan here. Well, I got a remote and shit. Most people be like, "Oh, this is fancy." Huh. Well, first of all, you can't even smoke in here. You have to go outside to smoke, which is bullshit. I mean, look at it. You see that? You see that? But oh well. What are you gonna do about it? And one thing too. Hold on. I live in. Oh, no. I live. There's a carton right here. So, guess what I live right next to? The police station. Anyways, for anyone that watches my enlightenment videos. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. I just wanted to give you an update on my situation. I haven't made a video and all that. You probably saw some videos of me like doing stuff in the background. Or I mean, seeing stuff in the background, and you're like, huh, okay. And I did made a video. It was like a 50-minute video of me talking about why I don't care for Dragon Quest 7 reimagining. I was gonna publish it, but you know how sometimes you make a video and you don't publish it, you just want to get your thoughts out there and stuff like that. Um, and I talked about a whole bunch of stuff right there, like how characters are basically with other forms of media. For example, if like even if it doesn't matter if there's a gay character, a straight character, trans character, it doesn't even matter. Like it's like who's that character? Oh, they're single. Who's that character? What are you talking about? What do you mean what I'm talking about? Shit like that. That's what I mean, man. I made a whole video. I made a video. I was talking about that in that video, and I was talking about the whole situation with Square Enix and shit. So let me know if you want me to upload that, cause it was kind of like a rant. It was kind of like a rant, but it doesn't matter. Uh, anything else I could talk about here? To be quite honest with you. Well, I mean, you see this? Look at that. I remember when I first saw that, I'm like, I could get a projector and I could have movie theaters here, you know? And I was cleaning this out right here. I was cleaning this out and I found a whole bunch of movies that I was like, oh my God, I had this movie, you know? And I had a lot of movies because that in that black box is all my movies that I put it as an enlightenment timeline and shit. So shout out to anybody that watches this video. Shout out to Brother Remedy if he watches this video. Shout out to any brothers or sisters that watches this video. Yeah, just chilling. The moving, you know how stressful moving is, and but I don't have to talk about it here. We all know how that is, guys. Seriously, if you lived it, you lived it. But yeah, that's really it. I guess for right now. You know how sometimes you move and you feel like something's off or something like that. Not even that. It's like, oh, you got to get used to it, because this is a new place. So it's like, all right, because you live in one certain area for such a long time that once you move to another area, like say if you lived in the ghetto, right? I've been living in the ghetto well, not all my life. I used to live in the suburbs, but when I moved here to Massachusetts, I started living in the ghetto, and I moved here like around when I was like 12 or 13 years old. Um, so you could just imagine how like when you move up a little bit to the city, you're like, huh, okay, Why am I here? And I'm not talking about like a major city. I'm talking about like a small type of city. Because Holyoke, Massachusetts, was going to be a major city like Boston, but then they found Boston that leads to the river, not the river, the ocean, and so it was just like, yeah, fuck it, let's just make that into a major city. It's like that. How geograph. I mean, how the map is in the United States, or how the map is in the world, basically. Geographic. I can't even pronounce it. You guys know what I'm talking about. I hope you. I hope you do. If not, you know what? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. So, the best thing is it's 2026, new year, new stuff. New waifus. um, New everything. You know. So, and it's not bad. I kind of feel like this room is kind of smaller than my other room that I had, but that's one of the reasons why I'm probably not going to unbox everything that I have, because I still have to grab some stuff and all that. For kind of loud, I still have my PS1 games that I haven't even grabbed yet. So, and I'm always like checking them, making sure they're good, they're not fucked up, and all that stuff. Because sometimes I have to check. Sometimes I have to check stuff. You know how you have to keep checking stuff because of either cockroaches or even like certain bugs being on your shit. And it's funny too because I'm cleaning out everything, right? And I barely even found one cockroach and shit like that, right? And I'm just cleaning it with alcohol wipes and shit like that. So, but you guys don't care about that. What you guys care for is seeing my handsome face. No. Hey, if no one's not gonna tell you you're sexy and fine as fuck, then who will? Who will? You know? Like, I'm not gonna get that in the comments. You know? You gotta say that you. This is what you gotta do every time you see yourself in the mirror. You're so hot. You're so fucking sexy. Heck yeah, man. That's the vote of confidence. Seriously. I know people might laugh at that, but it's like, if you're not doing that for yourself, then what are you doing? You know? That's just me, man. That's just me. I'm exhausted, to be honest. Like, I just want to rest, to be quite honest with you, and drink a few beers and shit like that. So, anything else? Am I looking forward to anything in 2026? Well, I'm not like media wise, basically, like maybe like video games or movies. Really, to be quite honest, no. And the thing is, too, I want to mention this too. I'm looking at YouTube, right? And YouTube, there's a YouTube video out there that's saying that YouTube is not what it used to be. And we all know this. But when you scroll down on YouTube and you always hear, like, good God, what is this crap? You look at your home screen and you see how YouTube is recommend you stuff. And some of them are fine, some of them are good. But other ones are just like, why did you recommend me this? You know? And then you look at your subscribers that you subscribe to, and not all of them are bad. Some of them are great, some of them are amazing. But then other ones that you subscribe to, like, again, when you're looking at the layout of YouTube, you're just like, it looks dead. It looks like a barren wasteland. It's mainly because there's no character to YouTube. I'm not saying there's no character when it comes to YouTubers. I'm talking about the channel itself, the website itself. Remember back then when you could customize your own little your own YouTube channel? It's almost like what happened with MySpace when you could do that with MySpace. So it's just so many things with YouTube that it's just really sad. Wouldn't it be cool if you can customize how your home screen looks like? Because everything's just so bland white and it looks so boring. It does, man. Like, look at this. Hold on, let me show you this. It looks so fucking boring. Anyways, this is the video that I made. This one right here. And I haven't uploaded it yet. And I also made this video too. But I haven't uploaded it at all. And I made that on January 6th. So, but anyways, let me show you what I'm talking about here. Because I'm pretty sure you guys have felt the same way. Probably for a long, long time. And I can't blame you. I really can't blame you. Just look at this. Like, Nothing against these YouTubers or anything like that, right? But look at how bland and boring this shit looks, bro. It does. It just look nothing pops out, nothing speaks to you. You know, this is kind of funny. um, but yeah, I might have to look at this video soon because I was watching some Pussy Jackson. I saw the newest episode of Pussy Jackson. Not the strongest episode. Episode 6 is not the strongest episode, but there are some highlights, and I don't mind that episode. And it is true. The Pussy Jackson season 2 is not getting that much good ratings. So yeah, mainly because I guess people saw season 1 and got pissed off that that what is it? I don't want to make it into a race issue, but apparently this is what's been happening for quite some time now. I'm sorry that there's a character that's a sister and you have a fucking problem with it because Annabeth in the book of Percy Jackson is white or something like that, But in the show, she's a sister. So I'm only here like, as long as she can play the character and she is that character, what is the difference? This is why I mentioned before that you guys would get pissed off if there was a black Batman, right? But you'd be all highty mighty, being like, oh yeah, Alfred is a black butler. Go fuck yourself, you racist fucks. Seriously, man. Guarantee you, man. Guarantee fucking to you. Could I be wrong? Well, we haven't had a brother Alfred, have we? And I guarantee you, most people will be upset about that. Not if automatically they make that type of outfit so, I guess, badass to the point that people will just ignore that he's a butler for a $1 billion white boy. It still looks bad. No, either way. I don't care what no one says. It just looks bad. At that point, just make both of them brothers. And that's the thing too. Like I want to point this out sometimes. Don't you watch certain types of medias to see yourself in them? So when it's funny too. It's the same thing when anime fans, so-called Afro-Hispanic people and so-called black people, when they are a fan of anime characters and they dress as anime characters, people laugh at it. You do realize Robin, Zoro, and Luffy were actually dark-skinned before they changed their skin color. I don't know why they did that. I don't know why the creator of One Piece did that. Seriously, like look at the original One Piece. At least the first 2 seasons. So I never got this shit at all. Seriously, it's almost like tell me that you're racist without telling me that you're racist. Tell me that you're a piece of shit without telling me you're a piece of shit. Oh, I'm not gonna watch a Percy Jackson show because Annabeth is black or some shit. Annabeth is an Afro sister. Like and the thing is too, no one's not saying those type of words, but you can see some videos out there that people act that way. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna watch this show, because of a certain type of way, Okay. Seriously. How do you guys feel about the new Stranger Things episode? There wasn't a new Stranger Things episode, exactly. You guys believe that crap? I hope you didn't, because I didn't fucking believe it when I heard it. I've been hearing a lot of things with Stranger Things, but I haven't watched the full series yet. I'm still on season 2. I haven't watched. I've seen highlights of it. I've seen highlights from everything, but I haven't really sat down and actually watched the show because I stopped at season 2 when we were doing season 3, I believe. Oh no! I think season 4 was already out, and I was just watching season 1, then 2, and then I stopped. Not because I hated the show. I actually liked the show, but I just didn't. I just paused on it. You know how it is. We pause on shit. I even do that with video games. Because there's other stuff to see. That's just me. There's other stuff to enjoy. There's other stuff to like. You know, while you're watching a TV show or playing the video game, there could be other stuff that passes right through you. You know, that's just me. That's just me. Because again, going back, like I said in my other videos, life is too short. Life is too short to literally. I don't know how to explain it, but you know how some people say that, oh, I don't want to play a 120-hour RPG game. Me, I don't mind that. I love that shit. But I can see where they're trying to coming from, because again, life is too short, and there's so many other games that they want to play, and then there's so many games that they have in their back catalog that they haven't beaten. They probably played a little bit, maybe like an hour or even a few minutes, just to feel how the game is, and then they will come back to it later. You know, it's just the way it is sometimes, because it just depends on that specific time of your life, basically. You know, it's almost like one video that I saw that, hey, there was a video game that people praised, but I didn't play it until years later, you know, because it wasn't calling me or something like that. And that's true. There's some types of forms of medias that people don't get caught, you know, like if Stranger Things didn't do it for you now or didn't do it for you then, maybe it won't do it for you at all, or maybe it will do it for you a few years from now. Who knows? Maybe you have to be in that mindset. You have to be in that mood, you know? So, and it is true. Sometimes you just got to be in that mood, you know? And when I was taking out all the DVDs that I had, I was like, I'm in the mood to just binge watch all of this shit, you know? And I have a lot of fucking movies in my Enlightenment timeline stuff, and also in my other, because I have so many movies, it's ridiculous. And I always my plan has always been to having like a little shelf of movies and games, you know, almost like you walking into like an old blockbuster, but it's going to be like a mini one basically. So I always wanted to do that. That's always been the main goal for me, to have like a place that I can or a room that I can just like have that basically. It doesn't have to be outlandish or something huge or big. It just has to be something, you know, something nice, something small, something to you know, when people pass by, they'll be like, oh, that's cool, you know, just to get conversations going. You know, sometimes you want to do that sometimes, but not all the time. You don't have to. Again, everyone's different. You know, you don't have to do what everyone else does, but is that right? Am I looking at that right? Hold on. Am I looking at that right with the Morgan Freeman thing? Bruce, I'm God. Bingo! Yahtzee! By the way, God, you suck! Morgan Freeman. I don't hate Bruce or Evan Almighty. I can't bring myself to hate these movies. I can't. I can't. You're gonna hate a movie that's about a guy talking up to God, and God gives him powers to become God for a few days or a few months or something like that, you know? So it's like, that concept alone, you're gonna take too seriously? Come on, man. Come on. I don't know what to tell you at that point. Seriously, I don't know what to tell you at that point. It's just good, homeless fun. You know, the only people I see offended about that is probably racist people or people that look at Jesus or God as a white man. Oh, God. Oh, you don't think that's possible? It's unrealistic, to be quite honest with you. How's it unrealistic? Don't make me say that Don't make me start that conversation in this channel. Don't. It won't end well. It won't end well. So, is there anything else? I mean, I could give you a little preview of my other video that I made before I go. Let's see. Can I press this here? Let me see. Damn, you can't hear shit. You can't hear shit. I'm sorry, viewers. And I am going. My ears are clogged too, so there is that. But let me see. Oh, no, no, no. Hey, watch him, watch him. Drop it, drop it. Sorry. That movie's so plain. Damn. If you guys can hear this, let me know. I can't hear shit. All I hear is muffles. All I hear is muffles. I can't hear shit. The only time I can hear stuff is with headphones. So, hey, Kick-Ass 2. Kick-Ass 2 fails at everything. I don't get the hate for the movie at all. I don't get hate for the movie at all. Um, yeah, I like both Kick-Ass movies. I don't get the hate. Um, I haven't read the comic books, but as movies go, I don't hate the movies. Seriously. Um, it's not like oh yeah, that video that I told you guys I was gonna upload. I talked about Final Fantasy Tactics. Oh man, you guys are gonna hate me with that one. You guys are gonna hate me with that one. Seriously. You can't say you hate Final Fantasy Tactics. Well, I just did. You can't criticize Final Fantasy Tactics. Well, I just did. Well, what do you know? You like Final Fantasy 13. Yeah, yeah, but my main Final Fantasy that I love overall is Final Fantasy 9. But I'm not going to criticize people that love Final Fantasy 7 or even Final Fantasy 13. Everyone has their own preference to what's their favorite Final Fantasy, and I'm not going to argue with that. You're still, at the end of the day, a Final Fantasy fan. Shocker. But apparently we can't agree with that shit. That makes no fucking sense, man. That makes no sense. You see, if Final Fantasy was like a series like Kingdom Hearts, no one wouldn't bitch the way that people bitch with the Final Fantasy franchise. Seriously. People think Final Fantasy 1, 2, and 3 are crap. And then people think that just play 4 and that's it. And it's like, what? Just play 4, 5, and 6 and don't play anything else. Okay. Whatever. Whatever. Look, I'm not a big fan of Final Fantasy 15, but I know a lot of people love that game, and that's fine. You know, I just like to talk about how I felt with it. You know, and I'm not, and I don't want to talk down on people on it too. But it's the same thing with Final Fantasy 16. And yes, I granted, and I went over the wall with Final Fantasy 16 because I had to. I'm mostly doing it because of Square Enix. Square Enix themselves are fucking terrible. They're terrible. Terrible, freaking terrible, man. Seriously. That's the only reason why. And then people want to eat it up, acting like it's the gospel and shit. And that's fine if you like it. But don't eat it up while you're still blinded to what Square is doing to the game and to the franchise of Final Fantasy. Stop being blinded by that crap. That's just me. You know? It's almost like being blinded to the Star Wars series. When people being like, what was it? The Force Awakens. Oh yeah, people were like Awakens like they did with the prequels. To be quite honest, I said that a long time ago. Hey, I didn't know. That was before we had a trilogy. To be quite honest with you, yeah. When Force Awakens first came out and people were kind of mixed with it, and they were like, oh, it's kind of like the first Star Wars movie and all that, and people were talking down on it and all that, and I'm over here like, well, we'll see 10 more years and see how people feel about it. Maybe they will come around to it, but that was before the other two movies came out. You know, maybe if we didn't go get those two other movies, maybe we would have been singing a different tune. We probably still would have criticized it, and that is fine. But we probably wouldn't criticize it as much if, you know, the other Star Wars Disney sequels didn't come out. And I still haven't watched them, to be quite honest with you. You know, so I made a whole reaction video of Force Awakens trailer years ago, and I still haven't watched that movie. You know, it's crazy, man. It is. It's crazy. It happens though. It happens. I know a lot of people might be upset about that, but shit happens, guys. Life happens. Shit happens. Just because you did a video reaction to a movie doesn't mean you're gonna watch it. You might watch it 5 years down the line, or a year down the line, or something like that. Hell, some people might just wait until there's a sequel, then they watch the first one so they can hype themselves up to watch the sequel. It's kind of like when people be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm confused with Stranger Things, and I'm going to season 5." But you've been watching the show since it first came out, so it's like, wouldn't you want to go back to watch the show from season 1 through 4 before you to get yourself ready to season 5? I mean, stupid concept. That's just me. That's what I would do, you know. But apparently not. Okay. I mean, everyone's different. That's fine. But I'm just saying that. Wouldn't that cross your mind? Would it? Wouldn't it? Would it? Hey, maybe not. Right? Because at the end of the day, it does point at the time and place. Sometimes, I guess. Again, it is. It's all up. It's always up in the air when stuff like that happens. So, I think that's it, guys. I'll see you guys later. I just wanted to give you an update on this place that I have, and also just talking, just talk a bit, just chill and shit like that. I still want to do like video clip videos and stuff like that, like I used to do. But as of right now, I just like to turn on the video and just talk. That's how I used to do with my old YouTube videos. So you could say I'm going back to the basics. And I've been doing that for how many years now? Since I stopped making edited videos for a while. But it's been a while. And I know a lot of people want me to go back to those editing videos. Um, but overall, my subscriber count is going up, and I thank you guys for subscribing to this crazy channel, this dumb, crazy channel that's been around since 2012. So I appreciate you guys. I value you guys, seriously. Um, yeah, man. Just keep on living life. Seriously. Live life. Seriously. Because if you're not gonna live life, what's the point? You know? Um, and know, research a lot more. And don't research just because, oh, I want to find out that, I want to find out this so I can tell that person that's been lying. And I know that, I mean, and I think that they're lying. You don't know they're lying, but you say that they're lying without doing any research. And then when you do the research and automatically you're wrong, you automatically hear be like, nah, that's false information. And it's like, I don't blame you saying that because there is some false informations out here. I mean, I mean, for crying out loud, it's United States. The United States was founded by bloodshed. And then people get upset when the American flag gets burnt. And it's like, who cares? It's just a flag. Oh, but it means so much. So much of what? I just told you that America was founded by bloodshed. And you waving it up in the air, being so patriotic. And not knowing your American history was founded by blood, by killing men, women, and children. The hell's wrong with you? So patriotic, my ass. You're a fucking sick motherfucker, in my opinion. I'm dead serious. You're gonna wave that flag in the air. Meanwhile, your world governments were waving that flag in the air and sticking it into freaking men, women, and children when they were killing them. And then grabbing them, boiling up, eating them. Yeah. Feeding them to crocodiles and stuff like yeah. Don't think I'm making that shit up. Seriously. The reason there's some people might think that I'm making that shit up is because it's too painful. The past is too painful. Well, to grow, you need to learn about your past, or else you're doomed to repeat it. Alright? So, GTA 6 is coming out this year. How do you feel about that? Who? Hold on. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. I just love that clip so much. Hey, GTA 6 is about to come out. How do you feel about that? Who? Who? god. How do you feel about Final Fantasy 17 and Kingdom Hearts 4?
Oh,
Oh man. Oh, that's funny as fuck. That is funny as shit, man. All right. Um, I do want to do one video. I do want to do something in the future. When I was discussing my enlightenment movies that I put, as a timeline and stuff like that for movies. Again, there's so many movies out there that you could put in that timeline that I'm mentioning, but the ones that I have, I think it's pretty good. The timeline that I picked to show people, hey, the timeline of like how things are in real life. Um, I do want to do that in this channel. I do because I have so many freaking movies, and I made a long list, and I had to edit that list because I have new movies, and I have to add other movies into that list, such as The Mask, Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire. I have to see if I have it. I have to see if the movies that I have, I put that there. The other movies that I have inside a little um inside a wooden box that I made in high school. So around 2012, actually, the same year that I graduated. So in the same year that I started making YouTube channels here. Look at that. So thank you guys. Seriously, I'm sorry. I know I've been here for a long, long time, and I know you guys don't mind it. So hopefully you guys can just listen to me, and while you're cleaning your house, doing some chores, doing some errands, or just chilling. And if I can do that, if you guys can do that while you're listening to me and all that, that's pretty cool. That's very much appreciated. I like that. I really do. I do remember one time that I got talked about in an article once when I made a video about what's it called? It wasn't ABC. Was it Death ABC or ABC of Death or something like that? I think they talked about me in an article. I don't know if it was in Bloody Disgusting or something like that, but I remember someone mentioning me in one of my video in that video that I made. And again, I do not know if it was from Bloody Disgusting or was somebody else, but when that happened to me, I thought that shit was fucking awesome when I was young. I thought that was cool. I was just like, wow, this channel actually got recognized for actually something. So that's cool though. That's cool. Little recognitions like that goes a long way for channels like mine. And I'm not saying that, oh yeah, I want to be YouTube famous. It's not really worth it to be YouTube famous anymore, guys. We're in 2026, Seriously, no one doesn't want to be the angry video game nerd. No one doesn't want to be the nostalgia critic anymore. No one doesn't want to be PewDiePie anymore. People just want to be them. People just want to be them. And if they can succeed of being them on YouTube and get those subscriber counts and become big on YouTube, then it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. There's been people around here since the dawn of YouTube, since the beginning of YouTube, and they haven't gotten shit. They haven't gotten no recognition. And it's sad. Those people deserve it because they bust their ass. Me, I'm just a channel that just makes videos, and I just happen to have 600 subscribers because I've been here for a long, long time. And I know a lot of people might not watch some of my videos, and that's fine. It's like that one YouTube video that I saw too. I saw a YouTube video that mentions that not everyone that subscribes to you is going to watch your videos, and I understand that. It makes sense. They just want to support you and make your channel grow, but other than that, they might not watch your video, or they might come once in a while. To see how you're doing, to see how your channel is, or to see, what's your mindset like, this time around. So that's just me. That's just me. I was going to mention something, but I'm not going to. If I do, I'm just going to get so much hate or so much criticism that people would just be like, what do you mean? Like what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, man. But I'll see you guys. Seriously, I'm sorry. I've been here for such a long time, just talking and and thank you for listening to my stupid thoughts and stupid opinions. Because in my opinion, I don't have an opinion. Fuck my opinion. You know? The only time I could actually give my opinion is on YouTube. Seriously. If I give my opinion on life or how, how society is or how the world government is, some, you know, even if I talk to my families about it, no one doesn't give a shit. Families or friends, they don't give a shit, you know? Oh, I give a shit. Yeah, what I feel like that's bullshit too, you know? You know how it is. You know how it is. Nothing against anybody. It's just that, it's almost like when you look at certain people, you almost feel like, do you want to grow? Do you want to grow? Do you want society to be better? Do you point these things out so society can actually face themselves in a fucking mirror and actually man and woman up and do some positive change? But no one doesn't want to do that. People expect other people to do shit for them. That's not how it works. It never works that way. And I don't know why people still think that way. You know? So it's almost like well, I don't know. I thought I had something, but it ran off my mind. But I guess that yeah, guys, I just appreciate you guys for watching my videos. Seriously, I appreciate you guys have been here for such a long time. Seriously, you guys been here for such a long time, and I really appreciate it. I really do. You guys don't have to watch my videos at all. I don't have to make videos at all either, to be quite honest with you. But the reason I make videos sometimes is because, to be quite honest, I have no one to talk to about some of the stuff that I want to talk about. I don't. I really don't. I could talk to my friends and family about it, but it's not the same. It's not the same turning on the camera and just talking to you guys, to be quite honest with you. Is that sad? Of course it's sad. Of course it is. It shouldn't be that way. Why do I need to go to a website and give my opinion and give how I feel about how shit is, and then everyone around me is just like, fuck off, I don't agree with you. It's fine you don't agree with me, but you need to find out that something is sus. You know? And this is why a lot of people are waking up. People are asking questions. And people don't like that. There's people around this world that don't like that. You know? Why are they trying to divide man and woman? Oh, don't speak that way. Why are they trying to push this agenda of trannies and gays and shit like that? Oh, don't say that. Why are they trying to push an agenda of like white supremacy and shit like that? Oh, don't say that. You know, like all of this stuff that people question, you know, it's like people don't want to question it at all because you're a bad person if you question it. How's that a bad thing? Look at the world that we live in. You should fucking question it. Seriously, if the world government is kidnapping freaking babies and freaking slaughtering them, you should be questioning why the fuck they're doing that. Seriously. Then you find out they're doing freaking chainsaw massacre to them, making them into freaking couches and shit. Seriously, I'm not joking. You think the United States government is all squeaky clean and doesn't have anything inside? Squeaky clean that they don't have anything? Nah, man. Nah, man. This land that we call America is beautiful, but it's not America. All right? This land, this planet is so beautiful, and no one doesn't want to look at it. No one doesn't want to pay attention to it. No one doesn't even care to even look at it. You know? So, I'll see you guys later. Be safe. I know I've been here for a long time, like I said again. And most people might be like, just shut the fuck up. They don't watch my channel, man. Don't watch my channel. Alright? And I'm that just type of person, man. I'm that type of person that just sits and just babbles sometimes, man. just to get my thoughts out there, just to, just to have a conversation, you know? But apparently people don't want to have these type of conversations sometimes, you know? And it's funny too because there's people around me that want to have conversations from for other things that I really don't care for. And it's the same thing on YouTube sometimes too. People want to have conversations with me that I just really don't care for. And it's like, how's that? Why do I fucking care? How's that going to benefit us as a society? How's that going to benefit the children? How's that going to benefit everybody? You know? Yeah, that's just me. That's just me. Seriously. I'm not saying we should all come to one and say kumbaya and shit. That's not realistic. That's not realistic. It's not. It's not realistic. Seriously. It's like that's like literally saying that I'm going to pray to God. I'm going to wait for Jesus. I'm going to wait on the Lord to come. Yet nothing. That's why I love the Dune movies, man. The Dune remakes are freaking awesome. Seriously. Alright? And I know some people might look at this video and be like, wow, you're not a religious person. No, I'm not. I'm a spiritual person. I know thyself. I know what my higher self state looks like. And trust me, it does not look like this. That's why I call myself the Scar Clown. Because I do not look like that in the dead world. I do not look like that in the dream realm. I do not look like that in the spiritual realm. If you saw what I look like in the spiritual realm, you will freak the fuck out. And you think that I look like a freaking monster. I will upload that video. I will upload that picture of what I look like in the astral realm, to be quite honest with you. Because I did it in my enlightenment channel. And I don't know if the brother is looking at this video, but shout out to you, man. You saw my picture and you're like, damn, man, you look scary. And I'm like, yeah, I have to look scary. If I don't look scary, then how's any wicked being going to look at me and be like, oh no, we're not going to fuck with that person? You know, it's like in real life. That's why I love Percy Jackson in the Olympians, because in stuff that are like that, mainly because they're showing a world that we're living in and no one doesn't want to pay attention to it. And that world is calling us. That fantasy world that you see in Percy Jackson and stuff like that, that world is literally calling us every freaking day. And no one doesn't want to be a part of it. Why? Why? I get it. Not all of us are part of that world. And it's true. All right? When it comes to gods and titans and shit like that, yes, there's gods. And there are titans. But there's not one god. There's plenty of gods. You can see that from different civilizations all around the world. You know? And people will think that, oh no, they just present them as gods. No, they were gods. How the fuck they made those pyramids? They were gods. You know? It's the same thing. It's the same question that I told the teachers when I was in classes. And I get in trouble for it. Just because I was like, you think the pyramids were made by pulling on freaking ropes and having freaking tons of freaking rocks on top of a whole bunch of people? A giant freaking rock that's impossible to pick up. You're gonna have a fucking rope pull it up and a whole bunch of men freaking picking it up on their backs and dragging it? Then let's do that right now. And then they look at you like, yeah, because they can't find that ant, because they know it's bullshit. They know it's bullshit, and they know that they're lying to the society. These teachers. All right? These teachers are a waste of fucking goddamn time, man. Seriously. That's why when I went to college and I was talking to my teacher, I told my teacher that the gods from Greek are the same gods from Egypt. They just have different names. Her eyes were like, we have one that can see. If you know that reference, you deserve you have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And we're all out of bubblegum. So I'll see you guys later and be safe.